talk about nonfiction text features. Text features are the things found in nonfiction materials that help you make sense of what you're reading. These text features can also help you decide which pieces of information are the most helpful to you. Titles are usually located at the top of the page or front cover. They tell you what the book, article, or chapter is called. Some books and articles have subtitles. The subtitle gives more information about the title. The beginning of a nonfiction book or article often has a table of contents. The table of contents tells you on what page each chapter or section begins. Nonfiction materials use lots of tools to share information. Charts, graphs, and tables organize data and statistics to make it easier to read. Photographs and illustrations often have captions underneath them. Captions give more information about the picture. A diagram is a simple drawing that shows the parts of something or how it works. Diagrams have labels that tell you what each part is called. Some nonfiction materials have maps. A map shows where something is located. A timeline shows the order of when things happened. Timelines are often used with historical events. Nonfiction materials often use bold and italic letters to draw attention to important words. Bold words are made with dark, heavy lines. Words in italics are slanted. Sometimes the bold and italic words can be found in the glossary at the end of the book. The glossary is like a mini dictionary that gives definitions of the keywords found in the book. The index is usually the very last page of the book or article. It tells you on what pages you can find important information or keywords. Words in the index are listed in alphabetical order. Nonfiction text features are the things found in nonfiction materials that help you make sense of what you read. Let's look at the text features we've learned so far. Title, subtitle, table of contents, chart, graph, table, captions, diagram, labels, map, timeline, bold, italic, glossary, index. Thanks for listening.
Now we're going to take a look at some of those nonfiction text features using the National Geographic Kids book, Weather. Looking at the table of contents, it gives you a snapshot of the big ideas contained within the text. Look up at the sky is the header on this page. The weather helps us to know what to wear and do and grow. It brings rain, wind, and sun. Let's go outside for some fun. What is weather is the next heading. Peek out your window at the sky. Is it sunny or cloudy? Rainy or windy? You are checking the weather. Weather is what it's like outside at one place at one time. But keep a lookout. Weather can change fast. The sun. The sun warms the land. It warms the air and water too. The sun's heat and light help things grow. Plants and animals need sunshine to live. Sunny days are fun. You can play outside. Will you go to the park or ride a bike? The sun can make the air outside hot. You can cool off with a swim. Clouds. Tiny water droplets float in the air. They group together. They make clouds of all shapes and sizes. White fluffy clouds mean good weather. Flat gray clouds bring rain. Some clouds are thin and wispy. They can look like curls of hair. These clouds float high in the sky. What comes from clouds? Drip, drop, down comes the rain. Water droplets in clouds sometimes fall as rain. Rain falls in warm and cool weather. Rain helps plants and animals live. It fills rivers and ponds. Rain forms puddles on sidewalks. Splash. Brr, it's cold outside. Water droplets and clouds sometimes freeze. They can fall as hail or snow. If it's hail, you'll see ice. If it's snow, you might get a flurry. Often, a lot of snow means a snow day. Lightning and thunder. Lightning is a super hot stream of electricity. It lights up the sky. Flash. It zips from the cloud towards the ground. After lightning comes a boom. That sound is thunder. Rainbows. Have you ever seen a rainbow after a storm? Rainbows are made from sunlight and water droplets. Rainbows paint bright stripes of color in the sky. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Which color do you like best? 6 ways weather is wild. 1. Sometimes water flows where it is usually dry. This is called a flood. 2. Hail is ice that rains from the sky. It can be small or it can be bigger than a baseball. 3. A hurricane brings heavy rain and strong winds. 4. Very strong winds sometimes twist. They form a tornado. 5. It's hard to see in a blizzard. 6. Sometimes it doesn't rain for a long time. This is called a drought. Wind. Wind is moving air. A light wind is called a breeze. A strong wind is called a gale. Wind has energy. It pushes clouds and rain across the sky. Wind can make kites dance. Weather and me. The weather helps you plan your day. Should you wear sunglasses or rain boots? Will you swim or throw snowballs? Wherever you go, the weather is always with you. As you learned in the prior video, at the end of the book you find the glossary, where the meanings of the important words within the text live. I hope you learned a lot about how to utilize your text features in nonfiction texts. Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Damel. Now we're going to talk about some of those text features reviewed in the video and using the book, Weather. So if you look at the beginning, as mentioned in the video, authors of nonfiction, not fake texts, often incorporate a table of contents, which gives you basically the headers on the pages. So look up at the sky, page 4. If I turn to page 4, I find the header, look up at the sky. It's a handy-dandy way of organizing information or facts in your text. So another nonfiction text feature that I wanted to go over with you is the header and how to use them. So basically, the headers give us different categories of information on the various pages. There's the header, the sun, on this page. So readers can conclude that both the information on both these pages will be connected back to the sun. On the following page, there is no header. So that means the information on these 2 pages also connects back to the header, the sun. Another pretty cool text feature that authors often include are these sidebars right here. So they give you extra information to help you understand the text better. In this case, it's a weather word, droplet, a very small bit of liquid. So that gives the reader insight to the vocabulary being used. Another text feature I'd like to share with you is right here. So this also gives you extra information and a pronunciation guide within the extra information. White fluffy clouds are called cumulus clouds, and the author divided the word cumulus into syllables using the way we say it and the way we hear the word, because it's kind of a trick word. So you can look through the book and find lots of different text features. You can clearly see how the pictures connect back to the big topic the author is wanting to inform his readers about. So the header on here is clouds. We have extra information. The following pages, until you see our next header, will also be about clouds. And then you have a new category of information once the next header comes. Now, the last thing I would like to show you is the glossary. The glossary, which can often be found at the end of the book, gives you extra information about those bold face print words, such as blizzard, droplet, electricity, and flurry. I hope you've learned something about how to utilize your nonfiction text features using this excellent resource, National Geographic Kids Weather. So happy reading. Be sure to utilize your information learned here when you're reading nonfiction texts.